Hi everyone, it's Candy, the founder of My Vocation. Today, I want to debunk some of the most common myths about retirement. Let's get straight to it. Myth number 1, retirement is the big end goal and signals the end of your working life. A lot of people today still view retirement as one big final destination, the end of work, the big rest. But actually, retirement is a new beginning. More and more people are retiring from their formal careers, still full of vitality, and are interested in continuing to contribute and be useful to and valued by society. We are now very far away from the time when retirement meant withdrawing from society and preparing for end of life. What I always tell my clients is that it is so important to retire to something, not just from something. So say you've been a registered nurse for the past 30, 40 years. The focus shouldn't be about retiring from a career as a registered nurse. It should also be thinking about, what am I retiring to? What's the next thing that you're looking forward to? Myth number 2 is that retirement will be naturally fulfilling and meaningful, requiring no extra effort on your part. More than a few people I've talked to have fallen for this myth, and I can see why. After decades of hard work, it's nice to think that once you do retire, you'll naturally come into a new sense of fulfillment and meaning in life. And I really wish I could tell you it was that simple, but it's not. The reality is, most of us derive our sense of purpose and identity and social connection from our careers. Finding your next identity and purpose is typically a gradual process that requires conscious effort, persistence, and an open mind. I'll tell you about one of my clients who got caught by surprise. Previously a successful corporate leader, she thought once she retired it would be a piece of cake getting a volunteer position in the arts that she had her eyes set on. She was surprised and a little dismayed that she had to go to the effort of updating her LinkedIn, her resume, and then participate in a competitive job application process for what she said was a volunteer position. She wasn't even getting paid for it. And on top of that, she actually experienced 2 rejections before she got the position that she wanted. For most people I've worked with, it does take a couple of years to try different options before you settle down with the one that fits just right. And for those who decide to completely reinvent, it could take several years to retrain, reskill, and build up a new network in your new area of passion. If you haven't retired yet, my advice is to start planning as soon as you can. In fact, it's a great idea to start thinking and planning soon after you do your financial planning for retirement. And for those who have already retired, really try and lean in to this process of trial and error until you find something that fits you just right. The third and final myth is that you're too old to fill in the blank. I still hear this all the time, unfortunately, that I'm too old to learn something new, I'm too old to start my own business, I'm too old to study. But let me be clear, for every 60-year-old that I meet who says they're too old to do something, I know someone older who's already doing it. Age is often just a mindset. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that ageism in society is not a thing, but in my experience, the ageism that we impose on ourselves is often more damaging. In fact, some research shows that if you're continuously telling yourself that you're too old to do certain things, it becomes reality and your health can actually decelerate accordingly. So don't let excuses hold you back. Go out there and start exploring like a lot of your peers already are. One tip I do want to provide around ageism, however, is to be practical about it. If you limit yourself to pursuing roles that already have a bias towards younger candidates, you will naturally find that process a lot more challenging. In contrast, if you focus your energies on the areas of great societal need, it'll make the process a lot easier and probably more enjoyable for you as well. That's a wrap. I hope you learned a few new things. And if you're ready to learn more about what your next purpose could be, head on over to myvocation.com.au. I look forward to helping you figure out what's next.